what's up, I'm Marcel, and today I'm going to show you how to develop a program for marcelOS. So if you want to program your own program under marcelOS, you have to be sure to keep an eye on certain things, because the operating system will change some parts of your program, and yeah, you have to know what the operating system is doing so that you can write the program like you want to do it. Okay, so we want to program a simple calculator program, so let's start. First, create a file in user programs calculator or wherever you want, and to start with a little test, do print hello world. Make sure the program is at least 2 lines long. Go to users, programs, calc, start it, and you see a window popping up there, but you don't see any hello world in here. So why is that? Okay, so why is that? First, the important lines are the last 3 lines. It started user programs calculated with the argument explorer, because I said that here, start with explorer, and it calls edit file. And edit file will edit your program and will start another. So if you write this program, the operating system will start this program. Application and application superuser are 2 variables you can use, and then it will create your application window. So it will create a window with the name for the application, and then it will call application window print hello world, and it won't call print hello world. So the program is automatically changed so that it will write everything in your window. Yeah, that's the first thing you have to know. Second thing, you are not allowed to cause the program to interrupt the computer. So you are not allowed to use sleep command, you are not allowed to use the OS pull event or whatever, because that will interrupt the program, and that's not good. So if I write sleep and I will execute the sleep command, the program will just be stopped and won't run on. The operating system is safe. So let's start it, and still no crash here. Why is that? That's why this edit field also changes the sleep to mtask sleep application 10, which says to the kernel, which is called mtask, that it should set the application to sleep mode for 10 seconds. So that's cool. So your program isn't automatically crashing. It will be changed to something which is valid for this operating system. This mode is called simple mode. In this mode, the operating system thinks you have some program which is not specially built for marcelOS, and so the operating system will change it so that it is running with marcelOS. If you want to say that this program should be run like it's here, then you can do it with adding this line to the top, which with the first line is a comment, the second line is a comment too, and it will say multi-OS, and then here's some config file. You can change that with ehdf. Maybe I will upload an editor to my website. This is basically some information. So if you change, add the code change print. If you add the code after version, be sure that there's one of these brackets, change print, and set the value to false, and then we start the program. Be sure that there's a nice hello world down here, because now the operating system knows that if you say print, you want to say print. The sleep is still automatically corrected, because otherwise your program would crash. So yeah, that's how to write a simple program. But we want to have something, but as a calculator we want to have something which runs forever. So what are we doing to make a program run forever? That's easy. Just write something which you never would write on a normal program. While to do. Let it sleep for a second and you're good to go. Start the calculator and no program here. Why is no program here? Let's check it. Go to marcelOS, go to Programs Task Manager, and you see it says a program called calculator is running. That's why we are not anymore in the simple program, in the simple mode. We didn't say especially to create a window for the program. So in the simple mode, whereas if you don't have these two lines, the operating system will create a window for your program, and here it doesn't do that. So we have to create that window manually. So just copy this line and first create a window. And let's call it loop. Okay, so create another calc. We have a window called blob. And it's running and working and running and working and running. Nice. Can still edit everything here. Good. So we have our window. Now we want to do something with it. We want to use events. So to use events, you have to do two simple things. Make a get event function and then write handle event. And then add the event manager true right behind your change point. What that will do is that it will automatically create a function called event handler, which we call get event for every single event on your program. So destroy this blob thingy, destroy it, and create a new users programs calculate. And now it will print every event posted to that program. Let's type on the keyboard. See anything there? Nope. 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 Why is that? Because I didn't say what events this application should accept. We didn't tell the application exactly which events to accept. So let's copy this application use events and put it here. We also should delete this 10 seconds sleeping. And then just restart the calculator. And wait a second. Or don't wait a second. Oh, we'll get a modem message and an internet message. And if we press a key, we got a key system and a key and a char system and a char message. By the way, key and char are only fired if your window is currently active. So this one is the active one, inactive, inactive. Now we change that. That's the key message. And the char message will only call it if the one is active, and the system message is be called if a key is pressed and your program is not active. Yeah, we get a lot of events, and that's the reason why this version is a very dirty version to program. So if we want to program, delete it out of here. If we want to program in a clean way, we call the the event filter, also editable in this config. Just add here an event filter with HTTP success. Do we want to need that? No, we don't need HTTP success. Do we need a mouse click? Nope. Do we want to need window resize? Nope. Full screen? Nope. But we want to need a key. So if we restart the program now, only every key events will be printed. See, a lot of key events. That's a lot more efficient and won't cause the operating system to lag because there are not so many events are called. Also, yeah, there is another mode instead of the sleep mode. You can Let's search for it. Instead of the sleep mode, you can say mtask sleep event, which will set your program to idle until an event is thrown. So it will idle 6 seconds and it will suspend as soon as an event is fired. And in this case, it only will suspend if the key event is fired. So let's go. By the way, be sure to use the event in the right way. Call Windows APIs events and see that every event has a name, an owner, and params, and is enabled. So it's not like the normal events. marcelOS events have a .name and .params, which are the parameters. Okay, so we created a basic program which is using events, but we want to do it more intuitive. So we don't want to make it by term and key inputs. We want to make it in an intuitive way. We want to make it with edit fields. So yeah, that seems a good idea. So let's clean up this program a bit and create some edit files. Let's just copy a bit of code and create an edit. This is an edit file which is part of the Win objects. It's called edit1 and it's set in application window, and the window is application window, which is set here. The width is 12, top is 2, left is 2, and the text is default. We want to make it 100. Let's create another edit file. Call it edit2. Set the top to 4 and make the default text, let's say 200. Okay, so change this to edit2, and then you have to register all. Okay, you don't have to register all edits again, but you can some edits use some events which aren't registered yet. So to be on the safe side, we call application window register events, which will be sure that all events are registered which are used by the window. So we have 2 edits on the window and we want to make copy a button over there. Let's just copy a button over there. It's a button, the left is 2, the top is, make it to 6, the width is 12, and the caption is calc. Let's go with that and restart. Oops, kill the blob. Restart the program. What is that? No application, no buttons, nothing? Oh, yeah, that's right. We don't have any applications, we don't have any buttons, we have nothing. Because we didn't say that the buttons should render. So we need to call application window paint. And to be extra sure, we should clean the window before we paint. So we should do it like this. Application window clear and paint. To be sure that all buttons are rendered. Now we have 100, 200 and calc. Copy that over here. If we press tab, we are in the first second edit menu. Can write whatever we want. Press tab again. We are on the calculator. Can press enter if we want to calc. Press tab again. We are nowhere. Press again. We are in the first line. Again, second line. To make our program extra fancy, we should edit the top to 6 and this to 10, and we should disable this printing of every event. We could, oh no, we just keep it empty. And tada, 100, 200 calc. Okay, next step is we want to actually calc these 2 values. So how do we do that? I will kill this for a second. We need to say a function which should be executed on as soon as the button is pressed. Function button pressed or button on click. So let's define a function, button on click, say button one caption equals to int, to number, edit point to text, plus to number, edit point text from the edit to, and then we want to convert that to a string, and we are good to go. Then say button one point on click equals this function. We may change this to 1 and add the key as well as the char as well as the mouse event as well as the mouse click event, and then we start. So that it's getting updated, right. So now we have selected the 100, now we have selected the 200, and now we have selected the calc button. Let's press it, and we have a 300. So 100, again, we could change it to 21, this to whatever, 9, and we should have a 30 down here. Thank you for listening. This is how to program a calculator under marcelOS. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and happy programming. That's it.